What's going on, investors? In today's video, let's do another dividend income report. I wanted to make sure to update you on my index fund dividends before January closes out. My name is Dash, and this is Mind Over Finance. And to make the YouTube algorithm happy, please kick the like button. The market's going crazy right now. With all that's happening with GameStop, AMC, Wall Street bets, etc., I could see how an investor might be a little bit apprehensive about even investing in the stock market, especially if you're a beginner. And while this isn't investing advice, investing in index funds is a possible way to reduce some of your investing risk because it allows you to invest over many different companies instead of just that one that goes up and down.
Up, down, up, down.
VFIAX, or the Vanguard 500 Index Fund Admiral Shares, is currently selling for $343.06 per share. I currently hold 68.279 shares at an average cost of $271.41 a share for a total cost of $18,531.50. The current value of my VFIAX fund is $23,423.79. In the short term, that's the holdings that I've had for 1 year or less, the gain is $1,183.83. Long-term gains, the gains on holdings I've had for 1 year or longer, is $3,708.47. And that brings my total gains on VFIAX to $4,892.29. My last three purchases of VFIAX were $1,000 worth in August of 2020 at $324.61 a share, $1,583.22 in November of 2020 at $335.09 a share, and some fractional shares just before Christmas for $94 at $341.62 a share. And I did want to point this out. So my overall cost on this fund is $271.41, but my last three purchases were significantly higher than $271. Why? Because VFIAX grows over time. And this really highlights the importance of dollar cost averaging. So as VFIAX grows, it's going to trend upward, but it's going to have dips and rebounds as the market dips and rebounds. And if I want to keep my average cost per share as low as possible, I think it's really important for me to try to invest regularly over time. Now, I can't always do that, but the more I can do that, the better my chances of me catching these dips and not getting stuck paying the highs every time. And it just kind of balances things out. My last dividend payment from VFIAX was on December 22nd, 2020 for $94.27. Because that dividend payment happened in December of 2020, let's go ahead and take a look at all of the dividend payments from VFIAX for the whole year of 2020. And just remember that this fund does pay out quarterly, so it's not an every month thing, it's an every 3 month thing. Okay, so back in March of 2020, there was a dividend payment of $61.04. June of 2020, $80.90. September of 2020, $82.92. And then in December of 2020, $94.27 for a grand total for the year of $319.13. And this is what I like to see, increasing dividends over time. So we started the year off at $61.04 in dividend payments from this fund. And by the end of the year, it's risen to $94.27. And hopefully soon, we'll break that $100 mark for quarterly dividend payments. And with these income reports, I do want to keep it in perspective. $319 for the year is not life-changing money. But a few things to consider. Number one, this money is passive. This is money that I got without having to go to a job to earn. Number two, this is compounding income. So as I reinvest more dividends, as I add more money to the fund, it's an income stream that over time will continue to grow. At least I hope so. And number three, it shows that this is a numbers game. It takes a lot of money invested, at least with index funds and stock dividends, to see significant passive dividend income every single quarter. And just a note, one of the big things that happened last year was that Tesla got picked up by the S&P 500. So as a result, If we look at the top 10 companies in this fund, Tesla is now one of its top 10 holdings. So even if you can't dish out the $800 or so for a share of Tesla common stock, there is still a way to get exposure to it. And that is one of the strengths of VFIAX. You're investing in some of the most powerful companies in the world. However, one of the downsides of this fund is that you may miss out, at least in part, on some of the gains that companies not listed on the S&P 500 might have. For example, companies like GameStop. But that's why I also invest in VTSAX, because it catches some of the gains that VFIAX might miss. But that's another account. I can't show you all my cards. One last thing to wrap up today, I did want to mention that stocks, index funds, etc., those aren't the only investment classes. There are other things to invest in. And I guess with all that's happening in the market right now, it made me realize that maybe I'm a little bit overexposed to stocks and index funds. And yes, I love making money from stocks. I love getting my dividends. I love seeing stocks grow. I love researching the companies. But I think if I'm going to be a really savvy investor, I'm also going to have to find investments that aren't at the mercy of how the market moves. Now, do I plan to keep growing the stock investments that I have? Absolutely. But I do plan on adding other investments, and as I do, I'll keep you guys posted. Alright gang, well that'll wrap it up for today's video. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please don't forget to turn that like button blue. I couldn't grab it. Share, and if you're brave enough, subscribe. And join me on this journey to grow Mind Over Finance to 10,000 subscribers strong. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.